Oh, some more Megadeth. Imagine that. I am also very glad to tell you that Eric J. Gosslin, guitarist of Fierce Atmospheres, is with me live now. How's it going, brother?
What's happening, brother? How's it going on New Year's?
Ooh, it depends on, I'm slow. I'm trying to behave. I've been on here for 3 hours, and I haven't, I'm just starting to stutter and slur, so let's see what happens from there.
Right on. Well, hey, man, I think I've got some of my buddies out on the East Coast listening, so I want to give a shout-out to my old pal Dave out there. So I think he's tuning in out by Portland, Maine, actually Lewiston, Maine tonight, so...
Well, Happy New Year! I've had this show jam-packed with some killer bands that many of them you know, and I'm proud to bring them to the world, along with Fierce Atmosphere. So what's going on with your band? And tell everybody a little bit about what you're about and what you're doing.
Well, right now we're pretty pumped. We've just put out our new video for the song Forsaking, and it's an exclusive world premiere, I guess, if you will, up on WeLoveMetal.com right now. So if you go to WeLoveMetal.com's homepage, you can see the link to our new video right there. It's pretty kick-ass. They're out of Canada. They're a Canadian website, so...
Take off, you hoser! I mean, that's total... Does that give me away of an SCTV?
Right?
Most people, that would fly over their fucking head, wouldn't it?
Yeah, right. Well, I guess what's really cool about them is they got a pretty huge European audience that checks out their site. So it's really cool because the kind of music we do is, kind of almost, more geared towards like a European audience. So
I mean, what are your immediate plans? And first of all, let's acknowledge all your band members. I know you've gone through some changes. Give a little brief history on what Fierce Atmosphere is about and etc. So for people who don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, the latest lineup we had was Eddie Puxtas on drums, Steve Michaels on guitar with me on guitar, and Taran DePablos on vocals, and we had Lance King playing bass for us, and he plays in a couple tribute bands, Love Drive, they're a Scorpions tribute, and Jailbreak Chicago.
I just saw Love Drive. I think it was on a couple weeks ago at Shark City.
Yeah. Fun times, man.
Eddie Trunk and that metal show were there. $25 to walk in, and that's a whole nother story. Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're cool guys, and it was cool, man. That was a cool show, cool night. We hung out with Made of Metal, I remember.
Yeah, that's when I last saw you, I think, right?
Yeah. We were hanging out with all the Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson was there. We had a good time.
Wow, I forgot that. I usually don't like there's a bar. It's got one of the biggest stages. It's one of the biggest venues around in the suburbs, but I hate going to. I'm going to tell everybody about this place. A lot of my friends won't go there because this place, it used to be called Shark City. They had the cops come in and walk around and look at everybody, see if anybody's stuttering or stammering, and then they sit in the parking lot cruising around. That night when I left, dude, let me tell you, I pulled out of that place. I was looking out the windows and watching the cops fucking chase people in the parking lot. At 2 in the morning, I had a fucking, you know how it is, one more. I was going to leave at 11 o'clock and then it'd be like 1:30. I eluded a Glendale Heights cop. He chased me. I made a couple quick turns and I went into the Steak and Shake. And I went in there. I was like, I mean, you seen that, we got the party rolling. We were hanging with a lot of cool people. I pulled in that Steak and Shake, and the girl behind the counter says that these fucking cops will sometimes just come in there and sit there and wait for people.
I believe it.
Just looking at people coming in a little buzzed, and it's really fucked up. Anyhow, I don't want to get off track. This is about you guys. Describe your sound. Anything that you would like to say about your band?
Well, I mean, anybody that's kind of checked out Fierce Atmospheres over the years kind of know, I mean, we're kind of a progressive power metal band, but it's got a lot of elements of other styles of music, because I played in death metal and black metal bands before, and So I pull in different influences, but it's kind of progressive power metal for everybody that hasn't heard of us. You know, it's got a bit of a progressive edge to it, but I wouldn't necessarily, you know, call us like a progressive band. That's kind of, you know, everybody has to categorize everything, so it's kind of tough, you know, to say what we are, but,
yeah, I fucking
you know,
hate that. There's so many genres now. I don't even know what core, metalcore, or anything like that is anymore. And I don't give a fucking...
Yeah, it's pretty...
yeah, fucking right on.
Excuse me.
Yeah, everybody's just like, you gotta have a name for something to describe it, and if you don't, I mean, I guess everybody has to just check it out for themselves. They can call it what they will. You know, again, the new video's up on WeLoveMetal.com, and we're pretty proud of it. It was done by Brent Sullivan from Beach Gas Graphics, and he's a great bass player here in town from Slaughter Extorius, but he does great graphic design work, and, you know, he's phenomenal, and he did our video, and he did our new CD cover for Forsaken, which is fantastic. He did a phenomenal job, so...
You have a new release, and tell everybody about that. It just come out. I've been waiting to play that, and George, I gave the songs to George Lohan, who's going to be joining me soon, hopefully. He may be here. We got a party going in another room here at the station, a card game, etc. Whiskey bottles, and I'm trying to stay away from there because it got like 3 handles of booze out there, and I'm trying to stay away from it until I'm done with the interviews, and then slowly I'll slide in there and see what the hell's going on. Anyhow, I mean, tell everybody about the release, how many songs, etc. And because I've got one song I'm going to play when we're done with the interview. It's "Speed of Sound," and I'm gonna have to kick George for not getting this ready. But I want to tell everybody in the near future, me and George will have you back. And we can play all the new stuff and get into a little more in-depth interview. Let everybody hear what you've been doing most recently, anyhow. So.
Right on, yeah, that sounds cool, man. We appreciate it. You know, the new demo is a 2-song EP. It's our new song Forsaken, which is the video that's out now. And we also added a bonus track on it. It's a Deep Purple cover of Perfect Strangers that's going to be on a new tribute to Deep Purple coming out soon through Versailles Records. So we're pretty proud of that too. And we recorded the Forsaken song down in Nashville at Blackbird along with a whole album worth of material. So we're in the studio working on that now. But the Deep Purple song was recorded actually here in Chicago at Tribeca. So.
Yeah, that song, Perfect Strangers, I mean, if anybody got to see that, it was way back, Deep Purple got back together with Richie Blackmore and everything, and Ian Gillan.
Yeah, that was great.
If anybody don't know who Ian Gillan is, he is definitely, he doesn't get the recognition, but nobody can fucking sing like him. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, our singer, like, Ian Gillan is our singer's, like, idol, one of his favorite singers in the world, for sure.
That just gives me an idea. And in the next half hour, I am going to be playing one of my favorite Black Sabbath albums. Anybody that doesn't know, Born Again, wait till you hear that shit. I'm going to play some Ian Gillan. He's
a little Disturbing the Priest.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I'm looking at a bass drum head and pictures from them. I met them and drank some vodka with them back in 1983. Really cool, but
Awesome.
So, do you have any immediate shows in the near future? What's going on with...
Well, with shows right now, we're not really playing out. Maybe we might have some stuff coming up in the spring, but for right now, we're just in the studio. We got about 10 songs to finish producing here to put out a full-length record, and, you know, Speed of Sound is actually going to be one of them. So the version you guys have is from the Prog Power 2014 compilation, which came out last year. We've been on 3 Prog Power compilations now, with Forsaken being the latest one this year, but that version of Speed of Sound you have was with our friend Angelo singing as a guest vocalist, so the song's kind of taken a different turn, but, you know, it's still a great song, the way we put it out on Prog Power, we think, and, you know, we're looking forward to putting out the new version, number 2, on the full length, so...
I think it's pretty cool that you're on the Proud Power compilations. I've seen you guys a couple times, and you've definitely got some melody, groove, and hooks. And you know, all the basic things that you really need in a song that grab you by the neck, the eyes, by the balls too, you know.
Well, thanks, man. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate the support. I think we first met you when we opened for Overkill in Prong last year, is when we first started hanging out with you.
No, I've seen you guys before then, but we got to hang out a little bit
Okay.
that day because
Yeah.
the Primacy, my boys were playing there too, and it was just a killer show, you know.
Yeah, they were great. It was a great show all around. Everybody was great. That was a fun night.
So anything you want to say? I'm gonna play Speed of Sound because pretty soon I got Armored Assault joining me live, bringing some of the
Hey, I
best
just wanna
Chicago
say
bands
thanks.
to the world here. No shame in this
Right
game.
on, man. Yeah, I enjoyed Shocker a lot. That was great. And looking forward to hearing, everything. And we appreciate you guys having us on, man.
All right, George Lohan just walked into the studio, so we can chastise
All right, well-
him later for not getting your other stuff ready, huh?
Right